morning students. Today we discuss about 11th commerce subject functions of commercial bank. First we discuss about the primary function. In the case of primary function, there are three major functions, that is accepting deposits, granting loans and advances, creation of credit. So by way of accepting deposits, the first one is demand deposit. Among the demand deposit, the first main deposit is saving deposit. General public deposit, their general public deposit their savings into this account. That is, this account can be opened in one individual's name or more than one name. Sometimes group of persons may join together to start this savings deposit account. Section 25, companies also can open savings account. Business firms are not permitted to open savings account, so the rate of interest allowed on this deposit is lower than fixed deposit. Interest paid on the basis of the amount and the number of days the amount remains credited in the account. So the bank provides facilities like checkbook, ATM card, etc., and there is a limit on number of ATM card withdrawals from other bank ATMs only. Withdrawals from other bank ATMs only. A minimum balance should be maintained in this deposit account. Any person can be eligible to open savings bank account. Next, current deposit. This account is suitable for business people and institutions. Individuals too can open this account. A higher minimum balance should be maintained in this account. If not, penal interest will be charged. So no interest is paid for the balance in this account. Some banks have started offering interest on this bank account also. Bank may collect bank charges on this account. Overdraft facilities are available in this current account. Time deposit. It includes fixed deposit. Certain amount is deposited for a fixed period of time at a fixed rate of interest. That is, fixed deposit receipt will be given by the bank to the depositor. In that, the amount of deposit will be mentioned, period of deposit, and interest rate will be mentioned in the fixed deposit receipt. Next, recurrent deposit. Certain sum is deposited into bank every month for 1 year or more than 1 year. Interest rate than saving deposit and almost equal to fixed deposit. So at the end of the period, deposit amount along with interest returned to the customer, and premature close is also allowed with the charge or deductions. So in this recurrent deposit account, cumulative interest will be given to the depositor by the bank. And then granting loans and advances. So in the case of granting loans and advances, the first one is overdraft. It is a credit facility extended mostly to current account holders because of they are doing the business and they are maintaining the current account, and they will make a turnover very easily in the business. So it is an arrangement reached between the banker and the credit worthy customers. So some customers are allowed to overdraw up to a certain amount, usually for 3 months period. It may be extended for further period also sometimes. So only on the withdrawal amount of the credit interest is charged and not on the maximum limit allowed. So it is a unsecured credit. Next, cash credit. It is a secured credit facility given mostly to the business institutions. Stock in hand, raw materials, other tangible assets, etc. are provided as collateral security to get a cash credit. And a certain sum is allowed as credit for a short period. Interest is payable on the actual amount withdrawal and not on the entire credit facilities. Discounting of bills. Business customers approach bank to discount the commercial bill of exchange and provide money. So it is a short-term credit facility provided by the bank to the business people by surrendering the bills. And the bank will discount some amount from the value of the bill and return the balance money to the customer. So bank deduct the discount for the period mentioned in the bill and release the balance amount to the traders. So if the bill is dishonored, the bank can recover the amount from the customer. Next, loans. Short-term and medium-term loans are provided with the commercial bank against eligible collateral to the business concerns. It is a definite sum of money lent for a definite period of time. So it is repayable in one lump sum or in installment. Interest is payable on the entire loan amount. Every bank in these days designed to new method of advancing loans to find more way of learning income. Housing loan. Taking the title deeds of the house as collateral security based on the monthly income of the borrowing customers. Bank advance medium and long term loans. The customer repay the loan in equal monthly installment, and this is a boon to the middle class families and salary employees who cannot afford to pay full price of the house in lump sum. Consumer loan. Consumer durable like refrigerator, air conditioner, laptop, washing machine, television, etc. can be purchased by the customer with a consumer loan from banks. So the product purchase as is hypothecated as security for the consumer loan amount. Vehicle loans. Two-wheelers, cars, buses and other vehicles can be purchased by individuals as well as the institutions obtaining vehicle loans from the bank. So vehicles are hypothecated to the bank until the entire loan amount is paid. Vehicle registration book is deposited with the bank and on full payment of the loan amount it will be handed over to the customer. Educational loan. Loan is provided by the bank to students for studying undergraduate, postgraduate or any other professional courses. Loan may be recovered in installment to pay the education fees every year. After completion of the course, 1 year is allowed for the student to get employed. Afterwards, the student should repay the loan with interest for the entire period. Interest is charged from the date of the first installment. Jewel loan. Customers pledge their gold jewels and obtain loan from the bank. The margin is fixed by the RBI. Interest should be paid every month, otherwise interest on interest is charged. Within 12 months, the customer can redeem or else can repledge. Jewels not redeemed even after remainders are sold in auction basis by the bank to recover their dues. Creation of credit. Apart from the currency money issued by the RBI, the credit money is circulated, created by the commercial bank, influence economic activities of a country to a large extent. So credit money of commercial bank is far greater in volume than the current money. The volume, the purchase and the sector to which is this credit money is to be channelized. All these are implemented by commercial bank under the guidelines of the RBI. Secondary functions. There are various secondary functions are there for commercial bank. Among them, the agency functions. First one is transfer of funds. Bank issue demand draft, bank check, travel check and help in transfer of funds from one place to another place and one bank to another bank. So customer need not carry cash. They can just forward the draft issued by the bank to the receiver institutions, and a small commission will be charged for this service. Period payment of premium, rent, etc. After instruction of the customer, the bank will undertake to pay certain bills, fixed amount. Example, rent, premium, insurance premium, telephone bill, from the account to customers of account of customers. Nowadays, these payments are made through electronic clearance system facility offered by the bank. Collection and payment of check. On behalf of the customer, bank collect the check deposit into the accounts of customers from other bank and deposit cash in the customer's account. Similarly, check issued by the customer will be honored and paid by the bank to the bearer of the check. Acting as executors, trustees and attorneys. Bank act as an executor of will of the customer and implement their will after their death. So as a trustee, a bank takes care of the funds of the customer. Banker sign transfer deed of the property of the customer in a capacity of a attorney. Conduct share market transactions. A demat account should be opened with the depository participants, and that demat account should be linked with the savings bank account of the customer. Then the customer can ask the bank to conduct an online purchase or sale of the securities on behalf of the customer. Preparation of income tax return. Bank prepare annual income tax return on behalf of the customer and provide income tax related advice. Dealing in foreign exchange. Bank buy and sell foreign currencies on behalf of the customer. Acting as correspondent. Banks sometimes act as a correspondent of customer and receive travel tickets, passports, etc. General utility services point of view, issue of demand draft and banker check. Bank will issue demand draft and banker check to the public and the customer as well. Instead of sending money, they can attach these instruments for payment of the certain fees. Accepting bill of exchange on behalf of the customers. Bank accept the bill of exchange on behalf of the customers and make payments to the foreign exporters. Afterwards, the bank collect from the customers. Safety lockers. Valuable documents, jewels, etc. can be kept to safety in a vault provided by the bank for a rent. This vault room is called a strong room. Letter of credit. It is a document given by the bank on behalf of the importing customer up to the exporter, guaranteeing payment for the imported goods. So it is a very important document in international trade. Traveler check. Customer need not carry cash during travel in India or abroad. So the denominations and words are printed in the check. It is accepted as money in shops, hotels, travels, agencies, etc. Gift check. These denominations printed checks are available in attractive design so that it can be presented during the wedding season, wedding, birthday and any other functions. Reference service. Business firms can give their bank's name as reference to the new business institutions with which they want to establish commercial relationship. So the bank willingly act as a referee and provide information about the financial standing of their customers. So students, with that we conclude this video. We can continue the same chapter in next video. So go through all the points which are taught in this video and write all the answers in the commerce assignment notebook. So be prepared well for half-yearly examination and score good marks. Don't forget to send task complete message in the group between 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. without fail. Thank you.